Good morning, seekers. We some truth seekers, y'all. We out here looking for the truth. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Um, Thank you so much. Want to do something a little different today. And thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for your beautiful comments. They make me feel so good inside. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you're here. So today we're gonna try something different. We're gonna do today is the first day. We're gonna do a daily celestial weather guide to help us tune into the energetic influences of the day. This ain't about predicting no future. It's more like checking the weather forecast, but it's just like the collective energy that's moving through. Each day we're gonna take a look at what's happening in the skies, explore the bigger energetic themes, and possibly throw in a journal prompt, in the end, so we can connect, so you can connect to your own unique path. Okay, so take a deep breath and get comfortable, and let's see what the celestial skies got for us today. So we're gonna start with the moon. And by the way, today is June 10th, 2026. All right. So the moon right now is waning. It's encouraging us to slow down, reflect, and let go of what no longer serves us, as it always does. And get ready for the next phase. The major transits we're experiencing right now, Saturn and Neptune are continuing to move through Aries. So that's encouraging us to make sure our actions match what we truly believe and our values. Uranus in Gemini keeps shaking up how we think, how we communicate, share ideas, and uh, it encourages us, to have fresh perspectives. All right. Um, there's also a supportive trine going on between Sirius and Pluto, which brings in opportunities for healing, empowerment, and stepping back into your own strength. All right. So you might be wondering, what does this mean to me? Well, how does this apply to you in your life? So, in a nutshell, today's energy is all about reclaiming your personal power. A lot of people may be finding themselves questioning old roles, outdated beliefs, or situations that just don't fit their life anymore. There is a growing sense of being more authentic as opposed, excuse me, let me take a drink. There's a sense of being more authentic and less performative for approval. The invitation is to, not to be someone different, but to become or reconnect with the person or the people that we've been all along, the part of us that's hidden. And I spoke about that yesterday. It's that side that you have never experienced before. This energy is calling that part of you forth. So that's how we change identities. We don't just come change identities and be something that's totally not in our blueprint. We pull things from the core, from our depth, all right? The depth of us, all right? Things that were already placed in us when we came to the planet. Your child self, your child self came here with a primordial seed. Everything that could possibly, all your potential was placed in you when you were born. All right. So this energy is inviting that for you to explore it and shift through that and pick through that and see what you can salvage, basically. All right. Um, let's see. Where was I? Oh, um, so the signs that are probably, well, the signs that are going to be most affected by this energy today is Aries. Um, well, there's like five of them. Aries may feel inspired to rethink their identity and sense of purpose. All right. Gemini may experience some surprising insights, breakthroughs, or be involved in some meaningful conversations. Libra. Libra may be working to balance relationships within their own needs. And Capricorn may be rebuilding or restructuring important foundations. And last but not least, Cancer. Cancer may find themselves find emotions may Cancer may find emotions, family matters, and taking care of the home um important with this energy. So if you don't, if you're not, if this those zodiac signs, okay, that I called off, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, if these aren't one of your if this is not your sun sign, check your chart. All right. Moving forward, guys, it's gonna be very important that you know your chart to keep up and further be involved with the unfolding of who you are meant to be. All right. So if you can get on, there's several free websites that you can go on and find out your birth chart. Okay. All right. But like I said, if this is not your sun sign, if neither one of these are your sun sign, check your chart and see um, if one of these signs is in your sun, your moon, your ascending, or your Venus. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what spirit wants to talk about. That's the energy that's we're dealing with for June 10th. All right. That is the collective energy. So that means how the planets have transited overnight. Okay. This is the energy that we will be dealing with for the next 24 hours. Now, that don't mean that the energy totally shifts and be something else in 24 hours, because each planet has their own speed. They all got their own speed limit, basically. So as they're swapping in and out, it's like the weather moving. When the clouds be blowing in, the wind blowing, the clouds come. Some days it's raining, some days it's not. All right. I just saw self-centered. So this is about being self-centered. Come on, spirit. It's about being self-centered. And I know we usually see that as a negative thing. But being self-centered, let's look at it different. Give it a new meaning. Being centered in yourself, knowing your core, learning these things and how the energy affects us, so you can take control and have not even about taking control like forcing anything, but surrendering to the energies and understanding how it's affecting you, so you can interact with it from a more mindful aspect. Okay. All right. All right. Spirit, what do you have for us today? What do you want to talk about? Okay. Peaceful. So, all right. And I got demanding on the bottom of the deck. So again, right here with this peaceful, you know, We know that everything starts with ourselves. I just heard Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Everything starts within, right? So when we find what makes us tick, we can be more peaceful and stop looking at how somebody else may have. And I'm just speaking in general. Sometimes we can look and compare ourselves and our path or the way we move or how we doing something to somebody else. But when you know your chart and you understand how the energies are affecting you, you can be more peaceful, okay? And you can stop being demanding of the energy, all right? Because now you know how to interact with the energy to maximize the benefits from it, okay? All right. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yes, it's time to get more peaceful. Is that all you had in this deck, Spirit? All right. They said that's it for this deck. Okay. I heard no. Okay. Expression. Okay. Mmm. I'm gonna take all those. So learning this, you know, changing how you view, the way you move, how you respond to life. All right. Approaching life. And this ain't got to be hard, y'all. I'm telling you. Because the whole goal of being here is to ascend. So it's best to learn how you can walk this path making minimum wave. All right. So know thyself and you know all things. It's just gonna make it a little bit easier. So having this peace, obtaining this peace within, because you know how the energy is affecting you. All right. And so you can interact with it accordingly. This is going to help you have your own unique expression. All right. Your own unique expression. All right. And it's going to help you create, be more creative in the types of things that you allow or you go after or you build within your life. All right. All right. Now under the deck, we got seductive. I'm seeing this seductive as being passionate. It's gonna help you be more look more this seductive. Don't want to put that. Okay, yeah. You know, being more passionate about the thing and also align with what it is that you want. All right. So you can receive, this will help you be more receptive to, because again, if you're following your own unique, um, your own unique chart, your own unique way of interacting with the energy, understanding that everything is energy. You just not out here and the planets up there. There is a interaction going on. We are experiencing that frequency. So when you learn how to have peace, you gather peace from understanding what they are doing and how it's affecting you. Now you can create your own unique way of utilizing the energy that's available. All right. And you can create your best life. All right. This will open you up to having more passion for what it is that you're doing. Okay. And you'll be more aligned with what's supposed to receive in this lifetime. Okay. All right. And under the bottom of the deck, we got unconditional. Unconditional. That is unconditional love. That is understanding what the energy is and knowing the value that it offers to your life and capitalizing off of it, and in turn creating something that is in harmony with that stream of energy that we're dealing with. Okay, that's unconditional. That's an equal give and take. That's unconditional love. That's not being upset because you know the planet ain't in we're not looking at it that the energy is not in our favor. The energy is always in our favor, but what you have to do is learn how to tweak it, or you to use it to best fit you and your life and your path. Okay, all right, it makes things a lot more easy. All right, I'm gonna get a couple of these life clarifyings. I hope that helps. I really do. This card. All right, just an honorable note mention. Honorable note mention about this card says commitment. Commit to this next stage in your life, development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So I guess we're saying if you can commit to this, if you can commit to learning uh how to balance out your life this way, because that's inevitable. The planets have always been here. The problem is that we were told, not to study astrology, not to study numerology, not to study, or even explore our gifts. So that's the lie that we have walked away from. All right. And in order to take back your full power, all right, full power is knowing thyself and knowing all, and it gives you access to all things. All right. As above, so below. As within, so without. All right. All right. Um, so we got steady as you go on the bottom. It says navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. Okay, the planet's rotating is twists and turns. So this is going to help you move steady on your path of ascension. All right. Like I say, you ain't got to do nothing all drawn out big. And look, trust the process. I'm going to take that. All right. This would excite you. And I see why Spirit said this passion is going to ignite your creativity, because think about it. When you know your chart and you understand how the frequencies affect you, all right, you can capitalize off of that. You can put things in place. You can set things up in seasons for the very energy, so you can get the maximum benefit from the energy. Okay. All right. So let me give you an angel number. Wow. This came out 1818. Willpower, achievement, success, striving forward. This is how we going to strive forward now. Using it, knowing how this energy affects you will strengthen. And I think I said that earlier. What is this energy? The spiritual lesson is about your personal power. All right. It says your personal power doesn't come from control. It comes from alignment. All right. We got alignment on the table right here. All right. You have to be aligned in order to receive now. All right. Personal power, achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters. We out here trying to be the go-getters. All right. Early bird catches the first worm. All right. Courage, luck. It says, wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming. You're destined for greatness. When you master yourself, all right, understanding yourself so you can master yourself, that puts you on a path for greatness, y'all. It's gonna put us on the path to greatness. So, like I said, we're gonna change it up. But the number today is 1818. All right. Let me see what time I'm at. What else can I give you? Uh, hmm. Is there anything else I wanted to share with you? Oh, okay. Um, well, I guess there's nothing else. It's just about trusting the unfolding of your life. This being present, being mindful, this helps you be present and mindful and understand, um, just get a better grasp on how you can benefit from the day to day, because you're not the same person every day. You don't have that same energy every day, you know. So we're learning, I think I'm surprised I didn't come out, but a lot of times I'll be seeing adapt. Look, Spirit say you need to, this is how you're going to learn how to trust yourself. All right. Take your power back. This is a magical opportunity. All right. To open up to the oceans of possibilities, because uh you're going to learn how to plan more wisely, plan your life more wisely, knowing how your energy, how these planets are affects, how the planet transitional phases affect your life. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I forgot what was on the bottom. But anyway, what's this? Look, Clear Path just came out. It says embrace the journey ahead with an open heart and ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. All right, now that is a message. Spirit is being serious. I kept asking Spirit, well, how can I be a better reader for my collective? Because I don't want to just talk about what's going on. I don't want to talk about 3D shit all the time. So that's how I ended up, going beyond that. But even with that, I'm like, Spirit started having me pay attention to how the planets were affecting me. And so once I started lining myself up with the energy, then I'm like, oh my God, this could benefit so many people. And there are other people who do astrology, y'all. I'm not trying to be on here talking about, oh, there's 0 degrees. This planet is 0 degrees. Woo, woo, woo. Maybe someday I'll get there. But I want to speak about it in layman's terms. Make shit make sense. You know, I have watched so many astrology channels, and it sounds like a bunch of damn jargon, So this is my way of exercising my strength, my wisdom, uh, because I started asking Spirit, okay, taking just the bare minimum of what they say, and I'm like, okay, Spirit, explain this to me, and Spirit would direct me to different things where I could help me understand what I was hearing when they talking about, like I say, this planet trying and this planet and this none and this so many degrees and this, like, okay, no, no, no. After a while, it felt like I was in a classroom with a Charlie Brown teacher. Like, no, I couldn't take it. So, but I also, what really, I think the deciding factor to continue with astrology and add it to my oracle readings was that I really do see the benefit of it. I really do see the benefit of us, like say, learning our charts and learning how these energies affect us, each and every last one of us individually. All right. That's taking back your personal power and knowing where you stand in every moment of the day. You know what I mean? Give or take. All right. All right. So let me see. Did I write any closing notes? Let's see. Mm, oh yeah, I just said that. I was saying, so just remember, y'all, the stars, They may influence the planetary weather, but they don't make the choice for us. All right. Your power, your how you exercise your willpower, your personal strength, because it says something about your personal power on here. Oh, willpower. Shit, the card is called willpower. This is how you exercise your power, your own personal willpower. It's about how you respond to the energy that's available. All right. That's taking your power back. Um, all right. So I guess that's it. It's just about how you respond to the energy that is available. All right. So I guess I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope this helps somebody. Um, may you move with today's energy with curiosity, courage, kindness, y'all, towards yourself and others. All right. Be compassionate and yeah. Above all, above all, just be empowered. All right. All right. Just be empowered. Know that you have the power to bind or the power to lose. All right. And until next time, stay present, open, love yourself and others. All right. Bye.